We are here today with members of the Heritage High School girls soccer team, and they have recently won the Sun Belt League Championship. And we wanted to talk to the coach and some of the players today about how that has gone. So first of all, let's talk to Coach Michael Madison. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
So tell me about how this season has gone, because obviously it's been a weird year with COVID and everything getting pushed back. And then you kind of have to get ready in a hurry to have a shortened season. What has this whole experience been like for you?
Yeah, there was definitely some challenges because in mid-February, it looked like we probably wouldn't have a season at all. And then everything just changed really quickly in February. So we started getting the message out to girls that you need to have a physical and that we would be having tryouts. And the process of, between having tryouts, having the first, week and a half of practice and then going right into games was challenging. Girls were coming in, some of them were playing, club. Some girls hadn't played at all. So we had a mix. So it was challenging in the beginning, getting everybody's different playing styles together, and, conditioning was an issue. So yeah, there's definitely some unique challenges to the beginning of our season.
So tell me a little bit about how the team did last year and what you expected initially coming into this season based on, who you had on the team.
So last year was an interesting season because in league, we actually didn't lose any games, but we tied a lot of them. We ended up going 3-0-6. And then our last game, since we tied again, it knocked us out of being in first place and it knocked us out of CIF. So it was a kind of a frustrating season last year, but we had high hopes. We knew we had a lot of good returners. My 3 captains were coming back. Jaden was stepping up as goalie. We had Sydney coming in as a freshman. So we knew we had a lot of talent to build around, and we had some, new talent coming in. So we had high hopes that if, everybody could play together, that we could be really successful.
Now, looking at your schedule here, your overall record is 10-3-3. And I noticed that all 3 losses came in the first 5 games.
Yeah.
So what happened? What turned things around?
Well, we talking to, the AD, Mr. Moore, last year, I wanted to play against more challenging teams at the beginning, just to get us ready. So we had some really quality opponents in Paloma Valley, Temescal Canyon, Murrieta Valley. So they're really good teams to start with. So we wanted to challenge ourselves and put ourselves against better foes. That was part of it. But a lot of it, though, was it just took us a while for the girls to kind of, understand the role that we wanted them to play, embrace the fact that, we need to be, not be selfish and, really play together, and that, the greater goal was, the team success rather than, individual success. And I think once the girls started buying in, the team started to be a lot more successful. And, we've been on a pretty good roll for the last month or so.
Okay, great. Let's talk to some of your players. We've got Rosie Gillenswan. Hello, Rosie.
Hello.
So you have you're leading the team in scoring, I think, right?
Yes.
14 goals. This is your senior year. How has this year gone for you?
I was really excited that I got my senior year. I was really upset that I didn't get like the winter classic and stuff, because that's usually like our big like team bondings and stuff. But in the end, I was just glad that we got it, and I met all these wonderful freshmen, and I was here before I left for college.
Right. So how worried were you that you weren't going to get any experience in your senior year? Because do you want to play in college?
Yes, I'm actually going to go play in college in University of Jamestown, but I was super worried because I had goals I wanted to meet for this senior year, and when I heard that we were playing, I was like, yes.
So what do you think's been the key to your success this year, you personally?
For me personally?
Right.
Well, just this year, it wasn't just me. I think the team overall was we all clicked better, and we all understood that it's not us to make a goal. It's we all have to work together for us to all get a goal. So I think that was a lot better in that aspect. It made it easier for me to lead as a captain and to be a better forward.
Okay, great. We've also got here Mckenna Suarez. Mckenna, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So, what's the season been like for you?
The season has been kind of a unique season, with finding out that we were going to have a season maybe a week or so before we were getting started. So it was a little bit harder to jump into the getting ready, getting everybody like ready and just coming together as a team like we
Right.
usually do in the past.
So, what do you remember about the first meeting when you all finally got together? I mean, did you have to wear masks and stay apart in the beginning, or how did it go?
Yeah, in the beginning, we got to wear masks. We all kind of try to keep a little bit of a distance, kind of stay a little like distance and safer. But now we're all close now, and we've all gotten to know each other, and we're all close now.
So, how confident are you guys going into the playoffs now?
I think we should be very confident. I think our team has really clicked, and I think we've got a very good group of girls going into CIF.
Very good. Well, let's talk to Sydney for a minute. Sydney Montgomery, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. All right. So, what has this experience been like for you? You are a freshman, correct?
Yes.
So, how was it for you coming into this environment in kind of a weird year?
Um, it was definitely strange coming in. As a freshman, I've never been on high school campus, so this is my only high school experience. So I was very excited to see that I was gonna get a season and get to play with these girls. It was really very exciting.
So, during the school year, you're not really on campus, you're not sitting in a classroom, but
No,
yet suddenly you're asked to be out on the field and be together with a bunch of girls. How weird was that in the beginning?
definitely. I forgot all my social skills. It was definitely very nerve-wracking meeting all these girls after like being trapped inside my house for like almost a year.
How long have you been playing soccer?
Um, 8 or 9 years, I believe.
Okay. So this was like a big dream for you, but you had to kind of adjust to sort of a different year, huh?
Yes, definitely. Not what I had always thought of, but it was amazing.
So are you excited to go into the playoffs now?
Yes, definitely. Very excited.
Cool, very good. We're talking now to Faith Casper, sophomore defender. Tell me again about how things have gone for you and the defense this year.
I think this year as a team, our defensive line has bonded a lot more. I think um, all the players really know each other more, so it's easier to communicate what's happening back there. And it's easier to communicate with our midfield and how to get the ball up. I think it's a lot easier.
Well, looking at the stats, I think your team has given up 21 goals in 16 games. That's a pretty low total. Is it just everybody on the team working together, or what?
I think it's a lot of things. We have a good goalkeeper this year. We have our defensive line is really solid. We have our mids that know how to get back. It's really a team effort. Our strikers come back.
How did you expect the team would be going into the season?
Going into this season, I had high hopes for the team just from how we came out last year, just going to CIF. But I did understand that we were coming from a time where a lot of players haven't played for a while. So I think it was just a lot of mixed, like knowing we had to work hard to get there.
Right. How do you feel like the team came together? I mean, you had some new players. It was kind of unusual circumstances. Did how quickly did things click together as a unit?
I think for the times we're in, I think we did click fairly quickly. The first week, I think we had a lot of miscommunications, a lot of things were happening. But after that, the team started to find a lot of new friendships. So everything just went a lot smoother.
Great. Well, let's bring in our goalkeeper here, Jaden Lozano. Was your club team already playing before the high school team got together?
Yes, actually. We didn't have any league games, but we'd be traveling out of state for tournaments, and it was like kind of, I don't know, stressful because it would just be unplanned until last minute.
So, in one respect, it kept you in good shape for the high school season, but it sounds like it was also really hectic, especially with distance learning and all that, right?
Yeah. Honestly, if it wasn't for club and my goal trainer, I wouldn't be where I'm at, and like I wouldn't be as good as a keeper for the team as I am right now.
Okay. So it sounds like you're pretty dedicated to a career in soccer. Is that right?
Yes.
So do you have any individual highlights, any one particular game or play or something that you're really proud of from this season so far?
Um, Possibly the game against Marietta Valley. That game, I stepped up a lot more than I did the first few games.
Well, I want to thank all of you for joining us, and I want to wish you good luck in the postseason. Congratulations on a great year, and keep it going.